I told you guys in the last video about this amazing niche. This niche is so amazing. See, last time I showed you guys my statistics on how I made $4,000 on YouTube, but this time around, it just keeps increasing. I mean, the statistics are clear. I'm going to be showing you with the statistics because see, this month I've just made $5,200 only. This niche is the best niche I've ever seen. Not only is it educational content, is it evergreen content, but the RPM, that is how much you'll be making at the end of the day from YouTube, will actually make a whole lot of sense. And let me even go in to make what actually makes this niche nicest, because the competition on this niche is not too much and so many people are not doing it. And basically, I've just noticed that the people who are actually topping out these videos are using AI tools to create their videos. And then you might be asking me, Awesome Lalpdy, how do you create these videos? So in this video, I'm actually going to teach you step by step on how to create these videos. I mean, this video is going to be detailed to the point that you understand every bit of the process so that you don't miss out on anything. I'm going to start from how do I come up with my video ideas, how do I do my SEO and keyword research. Bear in mind that most of the things I'm going to be talking about will be actually free so that you start with the least cost and at the end of the day, you get a return on output that is pretty high. Yes, I'm going to talk about my video, how I come up with video ideas, how I do my keyword research, how I do actually create those videos, the tools I use to create the videos, and how I do create my thumbnails and titles. So at the end of the day, you know the best way to actually go about it on this niche. The niche I'm talking about is the niche I did in the previous video, which is the historical niche. And not only am I talking about the historical niche, I'm talking about historical religious figures, right? We'll be talking about people like Jesus, like Moses, like Adam and Eve. I mean, everything that concerns the religious figures in the Bible. Now, bear in mind that you might not just end only with religious figures. You can go as far as talking about Greek methodologies. You can talk about prophecies. You can also talk about things related to other religions in this same niche because I have tried it. And I'll also be showing you with one of the videos I actually did that actually made me about $182 with an RPM of 10 in 2023. So that you see that this is not a joke. And I'll also be showing you with some evidence from my students who actually did send me these screenshots as well, so that you see that it is real. Now, let's start from where we have to start. We have already eliminated a part of the niche, and let me just bring it to context here. People that are actually watching these videos are from the United States, United Kingdom, also from the Philippines, so that you know very well that the RPM is pretty very high, right? Now, how do you come up with the video ideas is the question a lot of people actually tell me. This is what we are going to do. We are just going to create a unique Google account. We create a YouTube channel from that Google account, and we have to just search topics about religious figures in your head. Just do well to search this. Why am I saying this? Because when you search about any religious figure, let's say we search about the most popular man in the history of the entire planet, which is Jesus Christ. We just search about the story of Jesus Christ, right? Now, when you search on YouTube, you search different topics about the story of Jesus Christ, and let's say you go on to talk about searching on Abraham, going to talk about anything related in the Bible. So what you're going to discover is this. Your page on YouTube will only be filled about historical religious figures. Trust me on this one. That new account you have created for your YouTube channel, they will only show you videos about religious figures. And this is what we are going to do. So all those videos you actually see about religious figures, they are going to show you videos that are actually based in the last few months, right? They will show you videos that are recent and also have gotten a lot of views. Now, this is how YouTube functions. If a video is actually doing well on YouTube and it has been posted in the last couple of weeks or months, let's say 1-2 months, you should know that that is a good catch. Now, how do I actually know that this is a good catch? This is where my secret sauce actually comes in, because this is what I've been using to make a whole lot of views. So let's say we see a video on the homepage. The video is talking about the history of Black people according to the Bible. All I have to do is just take that same topic, go to the YouTube search bar. Immediately I start searching for that topic, you'll see YouTube pop down a list of topics that people are actually searching for. So at the beginning of your YouTube career, this is very important because there's a section on YouTube that shows you how viewers actually find your videos. So at the beginning of your YouTube career, you actually be getting YouTube search. The moment you start typing what is the origin of Black people according to the Bible, and you see those top 10 searches that YouTube are actually shown to you, you can choose any of them and do a video about it because those are searchable content. When you actually do those videos and you actually find this YouTube search term at the beginning of the YouTube career, you're going to blow. And then you're going to be seeing other features on how people see your videos, like browse features, recommended, suggested videos. Now that I've actually typed in the origin of black people according to the Bible and we have hit our search, now you're going to notice videos are going to pop up on YouTube based on that search, right? Now, you see that videos are on that topic that have a whole lot of views. I mean, a whole lot of views. See these videos on these channels, it has making thousands of dollars for these YouTube channels in 2023. Now, we're going to talk about how they create their videos, so just stick around. But let me give you the secret sauce I was actually talking about, which actually makes a whole lot of sense. Now, when you're going to search on those videos, you see that these videos are actually making a whole lot of views. But we are not going to just pick out on any video. We are going to pick out on the videos that are actually making a whole lot of views in the last couple of months. If it's in the last couple of days or weeks, that even spices up the whole story because you're very sure that that video is doing well. But that is what I did. After you've seen that those videos have been posted in the last couple of months and the last couple of weeks and they are making a lot of views, what you have to do is to open those individual channels. Why am I saying opening those individual channels? Because when you open those individual channels, let's say that channel had actually made 500,000 views from the video of the origin of black people, and you go to that YouTube channel and you see that's making averagely 50,000 views per video, and you see that in the last couple of days or weeks, that video that you have searched on had over 100,000 views. Just know, and I can guarantee you, that that video will perform well on YouTube. So you can basically duplicate this same strategy I have said to you right now. Anytime you see a video on your homepage, just take that topic, go to the YouTube search bar, paste that topic on it, and filter out by the most popular on that topic. And all you have to do is to compare the views on the YouTube search to the views on the individual channel. If you see that the video you've seen on the search bar is far greater than the channel's views, just know that you have a good cache. And remember, if it is posted within the last couple of weeks or even months, 1 to 3 months, makes it better. Now that you have actually seen a video that is sure to work on YouTube, let me insist here that we're not trying to do anything new or we're not trying to create anything new on YouTube. The objective is actually to make money on YouTube, purposely from YouTube ads. Yes, we are just going to do what is working on YouTube. We're not going to invent something, invent a new niche or invent a new will. We're just going to do what is working on YouTube, or let me say, we're already going to feed on the existing audience of these YouTube channels. Now that you're cutting the idea and you've seen that it's working, the next thing is actually coming up with a script. There are actually 3 ways in which I actually come up in my script, and I'll tell you which of them is the most effective. The first one is actually using ChatGPT. Yes, ChatGPT, because most of the historical figures are already found in the Bible and you're not actually generating anything new. You all just have to go to ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT to give you a story about any religious figure. Let's say we're talking about the origin of black people according to the Bible, or the origin of Jesus, or better still, why the devil fought for the body of Moses, because those are some of the topics which are entered into ChatGPT and gave me very interesting answer. There is a key catch here. You want to tell it to make that video interesting for a YouTube video, and you also want to specify up close because this is very interesting. You also want to specify that the video should be well optimized to audience retention. And I'm sure you'll get a good script. Depending on the number of words you ask the bot to actually give you, you can get a good script. But that is not where we are going to end. Just bear in mind that you've created a script from ChatGPT, because there's another step after that, after I've spoken about the 2 other methods in which you have to generate a script. Now, the next way to generate a script, which is the second recommended way, remember we're still heading to the first, is actually using an AI tool called YT Copycat or Doctor. Now, what this AI tool will do for you is that it's going to take a link of a video and convert it into script. Let me rephrase that. It's going to take a link of that video and convert it into script. And why I actually love YT Copycat and the dub transcription feature is that a sense of the video will still be in it. And you only need few touches to edit that script and make a new script out of yours. One thing that I've noticed about these generated link to script videos is that they actually come with a very poor intro, and sometimes the intro is not going to make sense. So you have to put in some touches or human touches to this script to actually make it very cool. Now this will actually come to the best part about writing scripts, and I think this is the most recommended for anyone who is ready to invest in the YouTube channel and actually make a whole lot of money into it. Because I've actually realized across my YouTube career that investing into your YouTube channel brings you more money and brings you better results, right? So this is what I do. I go to Facebook groups and I go to communities that talk about religious figures, right? You should know about this. When I enter those groups, I actually go through some of their topics to see the kind of related content they talk about. Now, I noticed that each of them talk about religious figures, right? All I have to do is just to ask a question. Is there anyone interested in making a couple of bucks just on top writing a script about religious figures? Now, bear in mind that people that talk about religious speakers and those groups are very passionate people. Why I actually love picking out this group of people is because they are going to give you the knowledge and put in that passion in it. Rather than going to Fiverr to actually hire a scriptwriter for that topic, I would prefer to actually go to these groups to hire a scriptwriter for this topic. When you hire a writer from Fiverr, not only will be the writer very expensive, but also the fact that the writer will be writing that script for a retention-based script, not actually writing it with passion. And retention-based scripting is not all about actually giving you the information that you want, but actually making you to stay on the video. But unlike the person that you've hired on the group that has a passion for that topic, you realize that person is going to put in energy, is going to put in time, and the work will actually make a whole lot of sense because he's going to connect the dots together. Now, this is the most recommended way for me in 2023, and I think it's the best way to go. Rather than hiring a scriptwriter on Fiverr, I prefer to go to Facebook groups, communities, and whatever social media platform you are in and hire a scriptwriter for them. It's gonna be cheap as well. Now that we have had our script, now I just want to indicate that any script you generate using an AI tool, I'll encourage you to write that script with another AI tool called Quillbot. Now, why am I saying this? Anytime you generate a script from ChatGPT or White Copycat or Dub transcription feature, they are going to give you the way that it's like AI generated. And I've already spoken about the problems that AI generated content can bring onto YouTube. I'll also add that in the link of the description of this video so that you actually see it and by the end of the day, you don't fall into those problems, right? Now that you have had the knowledge that any script you've generated using an AI tool, you have to use Quillbot to rephrase or paraphrase that script. Now, why I love Quillbot and it's the most recommended paraphraser in 2023, the meaning of what you are paraphrasing will always remain and it is going to sound human-like. Remember, Quillbot is the best bet for you if you plan on using AI tools to actually generate your script in 2023. Now that you have had your script, the next thing is actually generating your voiceover. And in 2023, without any doubt, the best text-to-speech software you can bet on is Lalpdy. I mean, these voices are ultra realistic. I've used it several times on my YouTube channel and so many people actually think that it's human because it even has breath in the speech. It even has emotions. And I'm just telling you, that is your best bet. The link will be in the description section. If you purchase Lalpdy using the link in the description section of this video, it is going to help the channel as well. Because now that you have actually generated your voiceover using Lalpdy, I'll just recommend to you a free text-to-speech software that you can actually use for people who are actually running out of budget. Now, I'm talking about Watson text-to-speech and Descript. Let's start with Descript. Now, Descript is going to give you a free trial for 28 days. 28 days. So as to make sure that you generate as many scripts as possible and convert them before 28 days exhaust. The next text-to-speech software I want to recommend for you is Watson text-to-speech. This is actually a cool text-to-speech software, but it's not as better as the other ones that you're going to pay for, right? And it's completely free, but the catch with Watson text-to-speech is that you first have to learn the syntax. Second, you have to use an extension that is going to help you to download the audio because the moment you click play, you won't see a download button unless you have installed IDM extension on your browser to extract the audio from Watson text-to-speech. Yes, remember Lalpdy will be your best bet if you want to actually make your channel better and invest in your YouTube channel. The next thing is actually looking for pictures and videos that match our content. Now for the video editor I'm using, you can actually use any video editor to edit these videos. I will recommend to you 3 video editors that are for beginners because I know most of you guys watching these videos, you guys are actually beginners. The first one I will recommend for you is Wondershare Filmora. The second one I will recommend for you is KineMaster, and the third is CapCut. Why am I talking about these video editors? Because they are beginner friendly and most of them actually come with stock video sites like Texels, like Pixabay, like Jiffy, and a lot more in it. So for the sake of this video, I'll be using Wondershare Filmora, which is the easiest editor for a beginner. So first things first, let's assume we're talking about the topic, what is the origin of black people according to the Bible. All we have to do is just go to Google, type in AI generated images of black people, or you see Midjourney images of black people. You're going to find a whole lot of images about black people that are AI images generated by Midjourney or any other platform. Please pick out the ones that are crystal clear and the ones that are even generated by Midjourney or dilute to or stable their vision. Why am I saying this? Because these images are clean and they actually look convincing and believable. You might not only search for the term AI images of black people, you can just go and search for black people in the Bible and you're going to see a whole lot of pictures that relate to what you're talking about. Now that I've had the pictures of what we are going to talk about, remember we still have our script in mind. Now that we've already had our pictures, all we have to do is to import the voiceover and the pictures we need for this YouTube video. But for the sake of this video, I'm going to show you a step-by-step guide on how to actually edit your videos on Wondershare for more, and this is how I actually edit my videos. So the first thing you want to do is you want to import the audio you have generated from your script into the timeline. Why is this the first thing? Because you want to listen and bring in clips and pictures that match what you're actually seeing on the audio. Now, put in the audio first, and anytime you listen to the audio, drag clips and videos that match what you're actually seeing. Now, sometimes you might be asking me, I'm talking about videos here. Now, how do you find videos about this topic? Why I love Wondershare Filmora is because it comes with these two extensions of free video sites like Pexels and Pixabay. For example, if we're talking about the origin of black people according to the Bible, and the script is talking about the Bible or it's talking about something historical, now what I'm going to do is this. I'm just going to head over to Pexels or Pixabay and type in Bible. When I type in Bible, it's going to show me a whole lot of videos about the Bible, related to the Bible. All I have to just do is to download that clip and drag it into the timeline where the voiceover is referring to a point about the Bible. Sometimes it might not be too related to the topic, because sometimes it might be talking about the prophecy and it might not be clearly related to it. I'm just going to look for a picture of the desert or probably the galaxy and drag to the timeline. Make sure that the videos you're using should actually be 5 seconds and most, because I've spoken about the fact of fair use on different videos. You want to make sure that each video you're using on the timeline is 5 seconds, and I'm sure you'll be good to go without any copyrighted issues. But nevertheless, the videos from Pexels are all free to use, and you have to just repeat this process by listening to the audio, taking pictures and videos that actually match the scene of your voiceover, and place them until everything is right. But for my videos, there's another catch I actually do to this, because it's concerning historical figures. One thing you want to do is that you want to put a background sound that is very emotional, that reflects historical content. And also you want to put in effects like fire burn effects or snow effects to actually make the video look, it should look historical in that sense. But for me, you see, I actually love to use the fire burn effect, which you can find the effects tab of Wondershare Filmora. I transitions is seen between the picture and the video. When you're done with that, make sure that you watch the video from the beginning to the end so that you see that it matches what the voiceover is actually saying. And when you're done with that, you export your video and upload onto YouTube. Now, by the end of this video, I'll be showing you the video I have actually made so that you see that it actually works. Now, remember that the title you actually be using will be a title that you've actually found from the YouTube search bar, as you said at the beginning of this video. And you want to just be a copycat for now by looking at the keywords that your competitors have used and use the same keywords in your videos. And the only thing you have to do that will be a little bit better is adding more description that describes what your video is about. And I'm sure that will be the best way to go. Now that you've got an idea on how to create a video, how to come up with the title and the description, the next thing is actually coming up with the thumbnail. Just looking at the video I did about the origin of black people according to the Bible, I simply just went up to Google and looked for that is an AI image of a black person that actually reflects someone who is indigenously black and is a king-like person. So I just created the picture of a black person that is a king and a queen together, and it made a whole lot of sense with the caption, origin of black people according to the Bible. Now, you can also go up to Midjourney to actually generate your images, but what I've noticed among my competitors is that they don't actually put up in a lot of effort in actually generating these thumbnails. So they use images from Google and they still get a whole lot of views. But if you want to actually go a little bit further, you can actually generate your images from Midjourney, and I'm sure you'll get better images compared to the others. Now that we've actually had a full idea on how to create these videos, the next thing is actually for me to show you guys with evidence and statistics about how much I make on YouTube from talking about this content. Now, it's very clear enough. The RPM of this niche at this point in December, as I talk to you right now, stands in from 9 to about 15. Now, let me just show you with evidence as we talk. So as we talk right now, this is an evidence from one of my students. he actually got just 119 views since this video was published, but the RPM here stands at 15.18 and the CPM at 149.26. And he actually made, out of 119 views, I'm taking the list for the beginning, out of 119 views, he made $1.81. That is the statistics there, and it's clearly visible for you to see. Now, let me go further by showing you more screenshots from some of my students that will actually blow your mind. Now, let's look at this because this is very interesting. From this video, he made 10,000 views and he made $138.24. That definitely means that the RPM stands at 12.73 and the CPM at 18.22. Let's continue for that because the next video, he made 16.6K views on that video and he made $180. The RPM of this video is at 10.79 and the CPM stands at 17.18. Now, I know this is clearly not visible, but I'm going to add the screenshot so that you can see it at the end of the day on the screen, very clean and clear. Now, there are more screenshots here for you to see because as I'm talking to you right now, he has sent me a lot of screenshots on how much he has made. And let me just show you with evidence and statistics for myself because last month in December, this is a statistic. So last month in October, I made $4,700 just from doing these same topics over and over. In December, I've clocked over $5,000 already. So you see, these videos are actually very easy to create. All you have to do is just to find the best topics, find what works on YouTube and replicate them in your own way. I've spoken about the fact that your competitors on this niche actually use AI tools to create their videos as well. So you can actually use AI tools to create your videos as well. In this niche, you don't actually have to be a veteran YouTuber. It's basic editing. At the end of this video, you see what I've done. You know that, yes, it's pretty simple to create this video. But before showing you the video, I want to summarize to you guys everything we have said in today's video. First of all, we are going to create a unique Google account. I'm going to search any topic about religious figures and let YouTube start recommending you videos about religious figures. After you have gotten that, you want to pick one of those videos you have seen in the last few months that is working. Search for that video on YouTube. Go to the channels and compare the videos you've seen in the search bar to the channel views, and you know from the method I've told you if you had a good catch. Take that video, implement the 3 methods of creating a script, and then generate your voiceover using an AI text-to-speech software called Awesome Lalpdy, and you'll be good to go. Next thing is actually putting pictures and videos you have downloaded from Google and from TextEdit together in a free video editor like CapCut or even KineMaster, which is pretty cheap. It goes in around $5. And I'm sure you'll be good to go. Use images that are generated by Midjourney or images from Google that is scripted clean and it actually matches what your competitors are actually doing, and I'm sure you will be good to go and you'll make a whole lot of views. Now, obviously, my students actually monetize themselves in 2 months if you're consistent posting one after every 3 days, and if your videos are above 10 minutes plus, you should be definitely sure of views. For sure. Get this from Awesome Lalpdy. You should be sure of views. Now, just watch this video to actually see how I did create my video about the origin of Black people, and I'll see you after watching the video.
The history of Black and African peoples is not only fascinating but also tightly intertwined with biblical narratives. Many are unaware of the significant contributions and impact African and Black lineages have had throughout the scriptures. This video aims to shed light on the rich and often overlooked history of these peoples in the Bible.